Hey, okay? All I want to know is the truth. Well, I've told you the truth a couple of times, loud and straight. Aliens? Exactly, I don't want to believe it either. All I know is that we found a high amount of radioactivity around your house after that explosion. Out of this world stuff. Well, should I be worried? Well, you ever seen that Ninja Turtle show? There you go, radioactivity. Well, can I live in my house? Well, according to my forensics team, we don't see a danger in things we can't explain, so technically, you're free to go. Great! But, if anything are to happen, anything more out of the ordinary than aliens, you give me a call. Oh, something's gonna happen. What do you mean? Well, you know in the movies how they always say, oh, how could it get any worse? Well, I'm just gonna say something's gonna happen, because if I say the other thing, it will happen, and maybe if I say this, it won't. So, bye. Apparently something's going to happen this episode. Get ready for that. So, I wanted to get to this movie for quite a while, so no build-up, no surprises. Here it is right now, The Brave Little Toaster. Here's an interesting yet sort of dark kids film about a toaster, a lamp, a radio, a blanket, and a vacuum's quest to find their owner, who hasn't been to their cabin in years. Inanimate objects that have personality that go on an adventure to find their owner. Has that movie been done before? Oh yes, of course, Toy Story. But it was released after. So, was Toy Story ripping this off? The short answer, no. The long answer, no way. Okay, I couldn't really talk about The Brave Little Toaster without bringing up Toy Story because there are too many similarities between the two. For starters, I've already pointed out the similarities in story, also the fact that they were produced by one company but then distributed by Disney. The most important similarity will definitely be John Lasseter's involvement with the two projects. Every animation fan knows about John Lasseter's history, but for the three of you that don't know, we'll go over it one more time. John Lasseter was a student at Cal Arts along with other animation fanatics Brad Bird, Pete Docter, and Andrew Stanton. When he became an animator at Disney, he did little animation projects here and there, but his big passion was to advance the art form of computer animation. In one notable test, he and Glenn Keane recreated the book Where the Wild Things Are for film, mixing hand-drawn and computer animation. After this, he presented his idea for the Brave Little Toaster using the same kind of animation effect, but the idea was rejected for costs, and Lasseter was fired 5 minutes later, because Disney just didn't know what to do with him. So when Lasseter left, things happened that ultimately led to Pixar being created, and Lasseter creating the first fully computer animated film, Toy Story. And ever since then, computer animation has become the standard for animated films. Yes, Disney definitely made a miscalculation there. So yes, there's a lot of similarities between the two films, but Toy Story is not at all a ripoff. In fact, it spun off from the Tin Toy short that was made years later. But hey, we're not here to talk about that, we're here to talk about The Brave Little Toaster. The Brave Little Toaster was put into production after Lasseter was fired. It was sent to Hyperion for creation. It ended up being released in 1987. Well, sorta anyway. This is where things get confusing. See, the film had its premiere at Los Angeles in 1987, and it was sent to the Sundance Film Festival in 1988. And it was a critical hit. People loved the story and the characters and the sense of adventure and atmosphere and color and music and emotion and darkness. But the problem was, it was the first year of the Sundance Film Festival, so the top award was given to Heat and Sunlight. Why didn't they pick The Brave Little Toaster? Because they wanted the festival to be taken seriously, and picking an animated film wouldn't be serious, especially for their first year. Yes, animation, never serious. And after that, the film couldn't find a distributor. Disney only held the TV rights, and later that year it made its debut on Disney Channel, and it traveled around art houses. It wasn't until VHS rose in popularity that it would finally find its audience. So, in 1991, the film made its debut on VHS and became a beloved classic of the 90s. Yeah, it's kind of sad that it took this long for a pretty good film to find an audience. And it's not like it's hard to find an audience. There's a lot in this film for someone to enjoy, but sadly Disney was pushing other films in 1988, like... Okay, Disney, you win this battle. So you're probably thinking, I grew up with this film and that's why I'm praising it so much. Okay, first of all, if you've seen this movie, you know why I'm praising it. And second of all, I just saw this movie in like the last month. Yeah, it's always really weird to see a kid's movie you could have grown up with. But hey, at least I saw it eventually, and to fans of Pixar, this film is as much a Pixar film as any other Pixar film. Seriously, they even have the A113 Easter egg, so if you haven't seen this movie, do it! It's too bad this film never had a really good release. I've heard even the DVD sucks, so I might as well hold on to this while I have it. So what else is there to love about this film? Well, it has pretty basic story, but the characters really keep it together. You have this crazy yet loyal vacuum, you have a dopey but kind lamp, an obnoxious and wisecracking radio voiced by the hilarious Jon Lovitz, and of course you have the courageous and obviously brave Toaster, who is, in all honesty, one of my favorite female leads ever. Why? Because they never once in the film say, "Wow, you can do that and you're a girl? Amazing!" I am all up for independent and strong women on screen, but when you have the reactions and statements from other characters that have to blatantly point it out, yes, we get it. You have a strong, courageous woman in your film, something that may or may not be common, congrats. But here, they don't point that out. She doesn't either, and yes, you can argue that they never make a point in even saying she is a girl, even the German version has her voiced by a boy, but seriously, that's what makes this such a great children's film. It doesn't give gender roles, it shows that everyone can be equal, no one has to be better than the other, plus that other toaster that was interviewed for the job must suck. You can see it on the special features. I also really like the radio, but I'm guessing that's probably everybody's favorite character. It probably helps that he is voiced by Jon Lovitz, that's definitely a plus. And you can tell that he's having a lot of fun with this role, even though he did his dialogue in one day.
Sure, ask anybody. Ask Teddy Roosevelt. Why, we shot moose together on the Klondike.
I just find it funny that it's called the brave little toaster. I mean, it makes no statement about the other characters. They were all brave throughout the entire movie. But do you want to know why this movie probably never found a distributor? Well, look at the poster. Yeah, it's just Toaster looking at a fire. Really? Was that the eye-popping catcher for the audience? I guess it's the true definition of don't judge a book by its cover. But I really like the songs too, especially the B-movie one. So if you haven't seen this movie, go to the store or to a thrift shop right now and buy it. Go home and watch it. Now I know what you're thinking, oh, I'm all afraid I'm not gonna like it, I'm gonna waste time. Well, it's only 90 minutes. I mean, it's kind of just like a time waster and you'll probably end up liking it. And if you don't, you didn't waste that much time. Even though it's supposed to be 20 minutes longer. I would have liked that. But, you know, the Hollywood system, oh, don't make it longer. I don't like the Hollywood system. Well, that was the Cinephile. Oh, nothing happened. I know what you were thinking. You're probably thinking something was gonna happen, but nope, no. Surprises, I guess. I guess that guy was wrong. Well, I'm the Cinephile.
It's like a movie. It's a B-movie show.
I better go call that interviewer. I'm the Cinephile, thanks for watching. Yeah, remember that alien? Yeah, it got worse.
Look at me.